So to purchase something in a way that we learned is not really available anymore. We do things kind of spur of the moment. Most men, I won't say most, but a lot of men are impulsive, as are some women. But when you do certain things that way, you think that that's normal. And when you're married to someone who doesn't think that way, there's confusion in the most sensitive area.
And that goes back to your dating and courting.
Yeah,
when you're dating someone and you all know that everything you're headed towards marriage, that's the kind of stuff you have to put on the table right away. Right. And we said we were going to talk about credit. Do credit checks matter? I don't think you should be checking someone's credit.
Let me get that credit mama real quick.
Let me get your credit score. But hey, if in the beginning of the relationship and you're headed towards marriage and one of the goals is for you all to build a house, well, your credit will matter.
It will.
It will.
Most people don't even have credit and they don't even know.
And business, if you're going to go into business, which is one of the things I was going to bring up before, if you are feeling that there's financial infidelity, then if the person is just taking care of the basics and you have a person that's interested in expanding in ways that allows them to get out of the rat race, they're going to be putting money aside and or purchasing things. Like, for example, you're married to a very entrepreneurial man. He's a very insightful man. So he goes and he sees things that he needs for his business that might not actually kick in till next year or 6 months from now. But the cost of this particular item is on sale. And he knows 6 months from now, I'm going to need this. So he goes and buys it.
That's an investment.
And it is an investment. However, it's an investment in his business.
Yeah.
Where we just discussed.
In our business.
Yeah.
Oh, so now it's our business.
Before
it was
if we're married,
spending money on how you want to spend your money.
No. But now, business is something totally different. Business is something totally different. It just is. That's good. Totally different.
You guys should see the producer's face right now.
School's in.
Because the type of business that he does, there is equipment that's very expensive.
Yes.
And because of the cost, after our foundational expenses, basic expenses are taken care of, he'll say, "Hey, this machine costs this much." My thinking, because I'm a planner, do we need to put it into our foundational budget, or do you just need to purchase it with your own money?
But if he purchased it with his own money, how is it then now ours?
Everything you have is ours.
So why was it his money when you went to buy it?
Everything you have is ours.
That sounded really creepy. Did you see her face?
Mine is a little different.
Oh, that was very
because
scary.
My husband does similar things to Dre, but he like some of the stuff that he has purchased.
He does similar things like Dre, not to Dre, but he does things like Dre.
Like Dre. But
that kind of party.
We've been married for 17 years, and I have seen so much equipment, and I'm looking like, why in the heck are you buying this? But I know that it's an investment, and at first I was like, oh heck, no, we ain't buying that. Nope, nope. But then this same item that you may have paid $1,000 for,
you're going to get your money back double, triple
in 2 gigs or whatever it is that you have to do. You're like,
So were you always that well informed before you decided to make those kind of agreements?
No.
How long did it take you before you realized this is our money? This is our machine? You don't need that. You always trying to buy something for yourself. You don't even, nobody need all that.
Well, I got married young and coming into the game, so I really didn't know and I wasn't aware. And I had to learn. I really did. Because
How long would you guys say it took you to learn that this was not financial infidelity? You women had men who had foresight. You had men who saw the value of investing in something that you guys knew nothing about. How long did it take you?
It took me a while.
But you're talking about two different things. You're talking about investing in a business and financial infidelity.
But you can't tell the difference if you don't understand what the investment is.
I like I say, it took me a while. I even tried to damage some stuff. So
yeah, I
learned from that.
I think that's something that you're always still learning.
The return on investment is what turns you guys in favor of your husbands purchasing things that at one time to you seemed unnecessary.
When you're talking about business, I don't think the things that he needs or the equipment that he needs is unnecessary. It shocks me because of the cost. But when you really sit down and think about it, it is an investment, and he wants a machine that costs $16,000.
Right, but it has the potential to earn you what?
It's going to make way more than that.
Make way more money than what he's going to purchase it for.
Right.
But you still are having a hard time swallowing right now. 16 G's makes you feel uncomfortable, even though you just said the return on investment.
The return on investment is going to be great. It's going to be huge. And here is what I say. Even when those basic needs are taken care of in the house, and he has his money and I have my money, for the most part, I never purchase anything really big with my money.
Me either.
Without letting him know.
Right.
Not asking, but just, hey, I saw this and because he may have some things on his mind that we need to do for the house, or that he sees coming up that I don't necessarily see, and we need to put some more money in that pot. So it's all about communication. You have to talk about money
with you. Because Zay does it so weird. But go ahead. How does Dre communicate with you that he needs to make this purchase?
He does his face like, hey.
You already know.
He does this face like, hey. So a visual was made into an audible.
Yeah. It's like, hey, yeah. And I know when the conversation is coming.
Right.
And I don't say no. I just try to figure out.
Shoot them bills out.
And I do. I'll line the bills up, and until these things are taken care of, we can put towards it.
Right.
But until this stuff is taken care of, it's far from my mind, because our insurances, all of that stuff matters to me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what's funny. When I got the press, I asked. I said, "Hey,
I told you, hey,
hey, there it is." I said, "I need this or something." She said, "Dre, well, if you gonna get it," and I was finna press it to clear.
And he said, "Are you sure?"
And she said, "If you gonna get it." But when she walked away with the Dre. We got bills and blah 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 blah. But I look at it now. When I look at what's happened behind it, and it's just some other stuff that doors open by.
Because here's my thing with anything, because of the business that he's in, he makes music, he makes t-shirts, he does all of this kind of stuff. Don't bring a piece of equipment in here that's just sitting in a corner,
girl,
collecting dust,
girl,
because I will be on eBay quick.
Oh,
yeah.
eBay.
No,
right.
Really.
So
that's what you cannot do. Whatever you invest in, whatever equipment you invest in, you need to make use of it to bring more capital into the house.
Right.
All right. I still want to know the question.
Yeah.
A poll of two. When exactly did it, or how long did it take you guys to make the leap? Obviously, after you guys have taken care of all the financial responsible things, the foundation is taken care of. You still have to deal with, he wants to spend $16,000 on something that is what again? Yeah, see, so you still choking. But then if the question were, hey babe, I saw this really nice car for you, it's about $16,000. Does that change it?
It does, and we'll talk about it when we come back. We're going to take a break. You listen to The Drip. Create eye-catching designs that will make your apparel top of the line. The possibilities are endless with ski tees and apparel.
No order too large or small. One item or hundreds. No problemo.
With quick turnaround times, no setup charges or hidden fees, and rush services to fit your needs.
Customize your look today by calling 440-462-9401.
Again, that's 440-462-9401. Ski Tees and Apparel at skiteesapparel.com.
It's the smoked turkey ribs. It's the sauce. It's the service. Triple S, Smoky Sweet Soul. Are you looking for a quick bite to eat for lunch? Or maybe someone to provide food for your next get-together or meeting? Why don't you try Smoky Sweet Soul? Our award-winning cuisine is certain to hit the mark. Call us at 216-338-0518 for catering or to schedule the food truck to come to your job or special event. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, or at www.smokysweetsoul.com. That's SMOKYSWEETSOUL. Everybody loves it. Smoky Sweet Soul. Come hungry, leave happy.
You're listening to the Trip Podcast with Nick Morrow and Cam Lyell.
All right, everybody, we're back with the drip. So, O left with a question. Mm-hmm. Let's hear the question again.
So the question is, if he's spending after all the bills are taken care of, foundational material all handled, after that he decides, okay, I need to invest in this piece of equipment that's going to help do this. Mm-hmm. It's $16,000. Your facial expression, you even got choked up a little bit based on that approach. However, if he says, babe, I seen this car. It just looks like you, baby. I want to get this car for you. It's $16,000. Your face changed. Why is that?
Anything over $500 is a big ticket item. We're talking about $16,000. I don't care what you're spending it on. A car, equipment. I don't care what it is. It is $16,000. It is a big ticket. It is a big ticket item, and for me, that goes into that big bubble of foundation expenses.
Right.
Because that needs to be discussed and planned out. Now, unless he has $16,000 hidden that I don't know about,
infidelity.
Then we need to talk about
financial infidelity.
We need to talk
but
about
if he pulls out $16,000, babe, I got this $16,000. I'm gonna go buy this piece of equipment because it's going to make us $32,000 in the next week.
But if he talked about it and said, "This is what I'm saving for," that's something totally different.
Yeah, but if he just pops up,
financial infidelity. I got $16,000, sweetheart. I'm gonna go buy this piece of equipment. In 1 week, I'm gonna turn that 16 into 32.
I don't care
or 64.
I don't care what you're turning the money into. If you come to me and say you have $16,000, my first question to you is going to be,
where you get it from?
Where'd you get it? And is this, if this is in your savings, why didn't I know about it?
You been stripping? No, I'm just playing.
And how? There's some questions.
Time I got that 16.
Right. There's some questions that comes with that. Because I remember shortly after we got married, I got a credit card that he didn't know about. And I didn't feel right about it.
No?
No, I didn't.
After or before?
What do you mean?
Did you feel... You didn't feel right about the
I
card.
Applied for it. I got it.
And you felt okay.
And then a couple of months
for it?
later, I said, I think I need to tell him about this credit card.
Really? What happened in that couple of months that convicted you?
I'm always on independent mode. And when we first got married, it took me a long time to get into marriage mode.
Okay.
And it's just not about me.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I was always, I'm getting what I need to get. He gonna get what he need to get, and you can't build anything like that.
True.
Yeah. So
True.
I ended up telling him about it, and it was just a couple months ago. He said, "Did you apply
Wait a
for
minute.
another credit card?"
Yeah, how long y'all been married?
5 years.
And you just told him a couple months ago, "Hey, babe, I had this
No,
card."
a couple years ago.
Oh.
It was right. It was shortly after we got married.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe
And you
about a
told
year
him.
and a half after we got married.
And you told him like when the card arrived that
Probably about the third or fourth bill.
the third or fourth bill was
Yeah,
it
so-
maxed out?
No,
What did you
was it
spend it
close?
on?
no.
What'd you
that's
spend
good.
it on?
I'm a household freak.
Okay.
So I'm always buying
Keurig.
linen,